I wanted to give you another update on how the expansion to the Nintendo room is going. The Nintendo room is still a mess. It's pretty much a disaster in terms of where stuff is right now because I had to move everything out of the room. But the room's really coming along nicely. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. So we now have floors installed here. We purchased the floors, but we did have someone come to install them. We also painted all of the walls, so all the framing's done. All the painting's done. I'm currently just starting the trim work, and I'm starting to put up some of the finishing touches like the covers for some of the air return, the cold air return right there. Here, I am thinking of still putting a secret door into my furnace room. You might notice, or you might remember, that I had a Zelda secret door that were two Billy bookcases that were in this space right here previously. We got rid of the framing for the door that came out 18 inches on the left and 18 inches on the right, and there was maybe roughly a 6-foot door. We got rid of that so it's one big open space. I think it looks a lot better here. And I'm going to take one of those bookcases, put them on hinges and everything, and frame out this door properly and see if I can hide it there. But that's probably its whole own project that's going to be coming up sometime soon. So in this space, I do think the flooring matches the carpet on the other side pretty well. We do have the border strip right here that's going to go down to separate the two sections. We just can't put it in quite yet because I guess the glue is drying and then we're going to stamp it in place probably tomorrow. One of the things I've been thinking about is the trim in this space. In the Nintendo room, on the left-hand side here, we have gold trim going around the entire room and going around the casings for some of the doors. Because they built this beam the way they did, I do still have the gold trim to finish off this door to keep this one gold, but I'm thinking all the rest of the trim around the bottom is probably just going to be white in this new space, so it will kind of seem like a different section, but I think that's okay. I also kept the gold trim for right here at the bottom of the stairs. I'm not sure if I will put that as gold or white. I do still have the little piece that goes there and a piece that goes right here, but I think just for simplicity, I'm going to keep everything else white. Ultimately, in the Nintendo room, I don't mind the gold trim, but you can see on the handrail, even down the stairs right here, it's really beat up. We can repaint this, of course. I can sand it and repaint it. We can color match any color you want. You can bring it into a place and they scan it basically and they make sure it's the same color. So we might just keep this gold because it already is. Maybe we'll paint it out another color. What do you guys think? Should I keep the trim gold everywhere in this space or should I put the trim into white? I just feel like this is kind of its own separate room and probably going to go with white trim, but I'm not 100% sure quite yet. In terms of the utility box, I read some of your comments last time and a lot of you said be careful of fire. You should probably put all those wires in some sort of a PVC piping or something like that, I think. I've actually never seen that before. My contractor didn't do any of the work with electrical. None of it. This is just the original work with the electrical. We just framed this box out. So the idea is we're going to use a piano hinge on this side, I think, and it's going to be one door opening or two doors might have to open because it's such a big opening there basically. But let me know if you've seen that really commonly. I've never seen PVC pipes where I live. I've never seen that before, but if it's safer, then maybe it's something that I'll consider in the future. I already have electrical where I want it. There's one here. It's a little bit higher up and hard to see, so let me just come over closer to it maybe. There's one right there. There's also one over there. There is one here, because I'm thinking of putting a TV maybe in this space, and there's one more obviously in the utility box. I'll just show it to you again because I think that's standard practice to have one right there as well. There's a light under the stairs too, however it needs to be replaced. Some minor shock issues if you touch the actual chain on the light. So we're going to have that replaced to make sure that that's all safe and everything to go. So there are still some covers that I need to put on and everything like that. Underneath the stairs, we did finish it with flooring as well. I'll maybe give you a better shot of that sometime later. I'm thinking of not putting drywall on the sides. I'm just going to put some sort of white beadboard or really thin white product basically to make sure it looks really good. The lights are dimmable, so this is the brightest they get. If it's too dark in here with all my stuff, then I'm going to probably put a lamp in here and turn on the lamp and things like that. So let me know if you have any tips or any ideas. My thought right here is I'm going to have to redo where everything goes. I think I'm just going to expand a lot of the consoles into the space. So what I'm trying to get at and what I'm trying to think is, as soon as you come down the stairs, if you look on the right, I think it's going to be like the NES and the Super Nintendo, then Virtual Boy, then all the N64s up to the door, then the GameCubes, probably in the corner, the Wii, the Wii U, and maybe the Switch, but the Switch might be around the corner. And then over here, that means I'll have more space for other things. I might move the Nintendo Power magazines that are a little bit longer than my couch that I have now over to that wall. I think that's my idea. Those 3 bookcases in the middle, they're actually supposed to be stacked on top of each other, 2 of them together, and the other half for the third one is over in the other room in storage. So I think I'm going to rebuild those. Those actually match these over here, and put 4 of them. So take these 2 as well, and the 2 that I'll put back together on top of each other over there. Put some Billy bookcases right there, as I said. Move the Nintendo Power magazines, I'm thinking. Move all of those right in between the Zelda wall, it does fit. Move this bookcase over just a few more inches beside the bathroom. Right over here, there's a few more inches. I'll just show you that space right there, so we can move this over a little bit more. And maybe over here, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the shelves on the side. It's going to be the Zelda games, obviously, on top in this middle Zelda section still, and then the Nintendo Power magazines across here. Maybe these 2 shelves I'll have for more figurines, maybe move things around a bit, maybe rethink the collection a little bit. The fridge, ultimately, I think will go back under the stairs. It's a special plug just for the fridge that's under the stairs, so I'm probably going to do that. This flooring right here, it was my thought to put it back under the stairs, so the stairs is kind of like a play area with this flooring on it. I might still do that. It would just be like a little bit of a step up onto the floor, because this is plywood, and it looks like in total it's maybe just 3/8 of an inch, maybe something like that. It's actually pretty thin, so it probably wouldn't be too bad. And if I fit that under the floor, I think it'd be a really cool little Nintendo nook underneath that. CJR has a Nintendo nook, but not like that with the floors and everything, but it's really cool. Check out CJR, by the way. He's local to me, really close by, great collector. So everything in here is going to change a little bit. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to change the couch locations and the TVs. That's all for later. What I really need to focus on today is I'm doing the trim, so I'm going to try and get that going as much as possible today, at least around the bottom of the room. This doorway will still remain open, but I will frame the sides so that you don't just see 2x4s when you're looking at it. And I already started framing the header right here for this smaller, I guess, entrance into under the stairs. Some of you are also recommending this should be like a laneway that you could walk through. I really like that idea rather than you go all the way around the stairs. It's just with the fridge has to go under here, and the fridge is so huge that it fits so well under the stairs, the plug's built for it and everything. And if the fridge is under the stairs, even if I angle it, facing maybe like it's here and it's facing out, it won't even open because the fridge is so huge. It's just misleading how big that fridge actually is. So all this is framed, just gotta finish this up a little bit. You can see the post here, that's why there's the bump out. I do have an idea in place for mostly where everything goes. I'm thinking I'm going to put a TV, taller 4-foot unit here. So like 4 feet by 4 feet with 2 CRTVs, smaller ones in it, with 1 TV on top and maybe 2 chairs over here that you can sit at so that you can play maybe handheld games on like the Nintendo Game Boy or the GameCube adapter, basically, the Game Boy player on the bottom of the Nintendo GameCube. We also had to paint up the stairs, so you can see some tape all the way up there. It's really dark coming down the stairs. We asked, can you install like another light coming down the stairs, but it's almost impossible unless it's a sconce. We're probably gonna try and order something off Amazon that you just like put on the wall and it's battery powered or something like that. So we'll put one more coat of paint on this, take off all the tape. You can see that I taped the ceiling a little bit as well. And then eventually I'll put back up the posters, probably on both sides of the wall coming down this space. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions, anything to make this better, let me know. Let me know what you would do with this space. I think ultimately this might be a kid's playroom, but for now, because we don't have children yet, I'm just gonna take a lot of my collection and put it back in here. One thing I haven't shown you yet is all of these shelves in here. These are all basically Billy bookcases. Hey look, the gold trim I mentioned. So hidden back here, buried back here, are all of my other Billy bookcases and things like that, and bookcases in general. Billy bookcases are from IKEA. This is one of my secret doors with the hinges. Not done that well, I want to redo that a little bit better. So any suggestions? Let me know, would love to hear it. Want to make this space as best as possible. I'm excited, I love to expand the Nintendo room. So in total, if you're wondering how much bigger this space is, this is about almost 200 square feet in this space, and that over there is just less than 500 square feet. So like my Nintendo room is going to be just shy of 700 square feet, I guess, in total. One more thing, that just to show off, the toilet down here never really flushed properly. There is a bathroom down here if you never knew. Yeah, so exciting. So the light doesn't work very well, it has to pop on in a little bit, but we replaced the toilet and my wife was kind enough to start peeling the ridiculous wallpaper that's up in this bathroom. So hopefully we're actually going to paint out this bathroom wall That's not priority, that might happen months from now, but we wanted to at least take off all the wallpaper while we were replacing the toilet, so hopefully the toilet actually works in the Nintendo room, and then I'll put back up maybe other Mario-related items in here. I've got like a Mario clock, a Mario 3 little thing that I did with every single world with all the power-ups, a Nintendo Power poster, one of my favorite games, Mario Kart Double Dash poster. We even have in here, which is pretty cool, some gaming-related towels after you wash your hands and everything. A lot of people didn't know there was a bathroom in the Nintendo room, but I want to renovate it and I want to make it better. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I'm going to be posting videos whenever I can. Just this project is taking all of my focus and time. Obviously, it's difficult to be focused and make videos when my space is a mess like this. Keep smiling while gaming. Go collect them all. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are fantastic.